from the start. Let's do it.
Substitutions, Houston. Substitutions, New Orleans.
To P.J. Tucker. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, stays out. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101 to Holiday. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock.
Defensive foul to number 10, Eric Gordon.
Drew Holiday at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Get it, shoot it again.
There will be no shortage. Of shots for Carmelo Anthony and Mike D'Antoni's offense, Jay. Why is it a good fit for Melo in Houston?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, if there's one guy you need to trust, his name is Daryl Morey. And the Houston Rockets organization is a stat-driven culture. So he understands at this juncture where Carmelo Anthony is in his relationship to his career. Playing with 2 pass-first type PGs in James Harden and CP3, who averaged a combined 12.5, 13 assists last year, will open up the floor extensively for Carmelo to knock down those jump shots.
Screen coming. Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
They work it to Capella, down low, and throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
That won't go. It doesn't take a brain surgeon to know that was not a good shot. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Team foul number
1. To P.J. Tucker. Gordon shoots, can't connect. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Tucker. That is great vision to set it up. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Down low to Okafor. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Missed a wide open look.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Drew Holiday matched up with Nene.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
5 to shoot for the Pelicans. To Holiday. Fires the 3. And the rebound pulled in by Capella. It's Rockets ball. To Capella. Clint Capella. 3 for 6 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through. Ed, you ready for another fun fact about the Houston Rockets?
Let's do it.
Okay, the team was established in 1967, was given the name the Rockets because San Diego was the home to many space-age manufacturers. When the team eventually moved to Houston, the name still fit, giving Houston's association with NASA.
Wow, so Houston, we have a problem, all of that associated with space? Who knew?
Are you saying that because Carmelo Anthony's in town?
No, Apollo 13.
Oh, okay.
And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Nene. To Capella. Clint Capella. 4 out of 7.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Holiday. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. For 3. Not that time. He missed it. Long key from 3/4 court. The first quarter's complete with the Rockets in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Carter Williams. Probing the defense.
Here coming left.
Carter Williams to Paul. Here comes the screen.
Oh, I've been waiting for this matchup.
Down to 5 on the 24. Paul, so the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
No good. Another follow. No good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Carter Williams. Off the assist. The Pelicans will take the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Elfrid Payton, guarded by CP3. Rockets have the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To P.J. Tucker. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Payton into the front court. 14-point deficit. Knocked loose. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Elfrid Payton knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for New Orleans, number 33.
Carter Williams. Jay, last year, Rockets 65-17. Good for #1 record in the West. What's going to be good enough this year for the Rockets to get to the NBA Finals?
Well, you need CP3 to be healthy. If he's healthy, you can make an argument. Rockets may have won the Western Conference Finals to Golden State Warriors, but also Carter needs to continue to on his play in the playoffs in particular. Everybody knows about how great he was during the regular season, but those last 6 games against the Golden State Warriors, he really struggled from the three-point line. He shot 37% during the regular season. He shot 20% in the Western Conference Finals.
School backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Paul to P.J. Tucker. Beyond the arc for 3. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are already providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their... We call that being shot ready.
Number 13, James Harden. Stepping in for the New Orleans Pelicans, number 23.
Paul into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. To Carter Williams. Paul to Anthony. Paul shakes free and hits.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
It's Pelicans ball. To Davis. Holiday. Stuffs it down with authority.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Paul into the front court. They lead it by 14. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony Davis, 3 for 3 in this first half.
And when we start talking about some of the top players in the game, can we talk about the guy that got first-team All-NBA for the 3rd time in 4 years? Can we talk about the guy who was the 2nd leading scorer in the league last year with 28 points per night? Can we start mentioning AD's name with the best in the game starting now?
Nothing going here on that drive. To Holiday. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Chance for Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
No, I missed a short one there. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Holiday in possession. Down a bundle. Nice pass to get things going. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Who left in Houston? Luke Bamute to the Clippers, Trevor Ariza to Phoenix. So, Jay, how do the Rockets adapt without two key wing defenders this year?
Well, other guys need to step up. I think you need to see P.J. Tucker step up. Gerald Green, we all know how explosive he is offensively, but he needs to make that applicable to the defensive end. Michael Carter-Williams is another big acquisition. He's a bigger guard who can use his length to deter shots. And also another kid, Markel Brown. He played at Oklahoma State. Extremely athletic, explosive on the perimeter. If these guys can do it by committee, that might be enough to eclipse the Golden State Warriors.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 13, Chuck Diallo. Into the game for Houston, number 15, Clint Capella.
Chance for Chris Paul. Doesn't get the bounce. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. This is a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Curling inside.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Davis. Stuffs it down with authority.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Cruises inside for two.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Now Paul with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Has not missed.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Davis. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
And he missed the free throw. Houston takes over. Carter-Williams to Harden. Sizing up the defense. Harden to Anthony. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. To Davis. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Harden in possession. The lead is 12.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Anthony to Capella. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Holiday controls the basketball. Final minute, first half. Wide open look, won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Subbing in for the Pelicans, number 4, Elfrid Payton.
Harden. Not that time. And now the intentional foul on Capella. They'll send him to the line for a pair.
Okay, hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Clint Capella has got 2 shots coming. A career 48% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Payton with the basketball. Trailing by 14. To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Harden to Carter Williams. Gets it down to Capella. Shot from the lane won't go. Has a look. The shot by Payton won't fall. Time expires to end the first half. It's been all Rockets.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Rockets will start the second half with a decent lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Pelicans have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Steals.
What you see on the screen is how this team...
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Rockets will start the second half with a decent lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Here comes the screen. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Knocked loose. Rockets have it. Anthony Davis tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Holiday in possession. The deficit now up to a dozen. Paul across the timeline. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Harden.
Cutter, I got yours.
Able to convert inside.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Elfrid Payton, guarded by Clint Capella. To Julius Randle. The shot by Payton won't fall.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Here's CP3. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Drew Holiday. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
To Paul. Not that time. Holiday controls the basketball. 14-point deficit to Davis. Holiday. To Davis. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Good offense, beating good defense.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
Here comes the screen. Anthony to Capella. James Harden. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Holiday to Julius Randle. Knocked loose. Julius Randle, guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Oh, working hard there, collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Anthony to Paul. From the painted area, won't go down. Etuan Moore, defended by Tucker. To Davis. Payton to Davis. Holiday. Off the mark. Paul with it up top. The lead is 11. To Anthony. Harden. To Anthony. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Payton into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Harden. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Down low for Davis. To Holiday. To Davis. Holiday. Clint Capella rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And a putback slam.
Ed, I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench, and one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Paul to Harden. Paul to Harden. Rockets with 4 to shoot to Paul. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Throws it down. Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans, as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Harden to Paul.
Get it.
Anthony Davis, guarded by Nene. To Holiday. Drew Holiday. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Paul. Anthony Davis. Able to recover with the block. Pelicans basketball. Etuan Moore sizing up Eric Gordon. Davis.
I got him. Trap.
To Holiday. Shot clock winding down. Davis. And the rebound comes down to Harden. Paul into the front court. It's an 11-point game. To Harden. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. Jay, he's played for a number of teams in the Western Conference, no less. What do you make of Paul and his willingness to embrace a challenge?
Well, for the first 12 years of his career, he was ball dominant. The ball was forced to be in his hands every possession because nobody else, other than CP3, could make a play. Now there's a shared responsibility with the playmaking skills, and that only allows him to play looser, to play freer, to play more like he played in college, hunting his own shot and thinking pass second, score first.
Cleans it up to Paul. Has a chance. Shot by Paul won't go. To Holiday. Throws it down.
Drew Holiday really showed the world last year that he was special during that playoffs against the Golden State. He's with his wife, but he's rebounded stronger than ever, averaging around 19 last season, the highest of his 9-year career.
Holiday to Davis. Trying to cash in, can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there. Paul into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Holiday at possession. The deficit now up to 13. To Davis. Randall. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
It's Paul for two, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Davis. Tucker with the rebound.
I'm here. I got ball.
Paul. That misses with 3 seconds left. That ends the third quarter. The Rockets way out in front. It's the Pelicans with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter, and I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Screen coming.
Screen right.
Paul. Smothering D.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Second effort. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Harden with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. The pass set it all up.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's epidemic, sign me up. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Capella. Curling inside. And Mirotic the rebound. To Davis. Tough make through traffic.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Well, can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Tucker.
Entering the game for the Pelicans. Number 11, Drew Holiday.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Holiday. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Randall. Holiday. They go down to Davis. Can't connect from inside. Now Paul with the basketball. Lead is 12. To Anthony. Tucker to Paul. Harden. James Harden. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Paul across the timeline. His guys leading by 14. Wesley Johnson snatching it out of the air. Pelicans have the basketball. Julius Randle defended by Tucker. To Anthony. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Shot from the lane, won't go. To Paul. And he's going to the free throw line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Carmelo Anthony, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw.
Number 4, Elfrid Payton. And number 55.
And he makes them both. Holiday controls the basketball. Down a bundle. Etuan Moore guarded by Clint Capella. Holiday to Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Off the mark at the line. Paul with it up top. They lead it by 14. To Harden. It's a big finish.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
New Orleans has it. Holiday to Davis. Cashes in for two.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Payton. To Davis. Short jumper off the mark. To Harden. From long range. Not going down here. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Taken by the Pelicans. Stuffs it down with authority. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. fresh legs coming onto the floor. Clint Capella trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Holiday in possession. Looking to make something happen. To Davis. Holiday to Davis, down low. Knocked loose. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Fires the three. That's a forced shot from Elfrid Payton. Off the mark. Harden into the front court. The lead is 15. That's no good.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed the shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
James Harden fires for two, and the rebound pulled down by Davis. Payton with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Harden to Capella. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Holiday controls the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own.
Number 12, Wesley Johnson.
Drew Holiday. Harden's on him. To Davis. Has a chance. Not going down for him this time. The follow won't go either. Tucker to Harden. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Davis. E'Twaun Moore against Gordon. To Holiday. Got to the rim but couldn't finish. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets got the win in a close game. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets. The Pelicans finished on the losing end of a close score. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Check out the leading scores for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Chris Paul could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the Houston Rockets. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
Right now, Sam. 24 hours. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Corn trick. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cuz Dial 911. No time for the fakers. Courtside at the Lakers. She said 20, this a hit. Girl, you know that's every time I link with him. Make a ice on my arm. Feel like a storm. We make 30,000 in these sweats. 20 up next, that's a bet. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Chill. Told her bye, bye, bye. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Got a lot of coke on me. Yeah. Couple M's injury. Chill. I'm a rich like jet ski. Chill. And I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Chill. Small. Just made my flight. Pick 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want to. Just want to. I ain't want to tell you that I'm almost. $1 million cash just laying in the floor. All this I saw me dripping. Kick it. She tripping. I'm too rich to listen. Ooh. I'm picking rain still glisten. Chill. So don't lie. Ooh. No, you can't stand it. Yeah. Not ask me why. Cut the check for bye.
Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. No. I ain't getting caught up with you. You should probably call your jeweler, cause none of your diamonds cold. And they supposed to be froze. Ooh. Gucci on me head to toe. If you lie to me, I gotta let you go. Club, all the broke bag. 24, time to show 'em whatever. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie.
I rob a man, cause I know they robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they robbing me. I rob a man, cause I know they robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they robbing me.
Hey guys, for Complex News, I'm Natasha Martinez. The One made his much-anticipated NBA debut last night, and fans were expecting a lot, but for good reason. There's been high expectations since he stepped onto the basketball scene, and his experience playing across the globe has helped prepare him for this new journey in the league. Everyone is waiting to see what happens next. That's all for now, but keep it locked here for all the latest. For Complex News, I'm Natasha Martinez.
Pop off, hit me, my Motorola if you need some. Every day, no, I ain't never call
my wrist and your hand gon' freeze. Footy on his hands and knees. Who you frontin' on? Come on, girl. I know you a rookie. You got some followers, so what? Want you a cookie? I got promoters throwing shows so they can say that they booked me. When I walk up in the mall, they be turning and looking. No race, I went easy cause the pace I be pushing. And the store, I'm like, they like Rico with you. I'm better than all the rest. Not a drill, ho, it's not a test. You need to roll out cause you acting too hesitant. I bet you can't count all the money that I just spent. Singing to the fans like they Jasmine Sullivan. Too big, I just popped my rubber band. What? On my, what? It don't matter cause I'm steady counting up. What? On my, what? It don't matter cause I'm steady counting.
Yeah, from the back porch. Back then with dreams of a stacked fortune. Black kid with dreams by any means to see some cell phone keys to a black portion. That American pie, he just wanna portion. Product of that environment that he was forced in. Changed course when it's out of control. Feel it down in my soul. Fast forward and foresee that fork in the road. Listen, mention you on the road, foreign car whipping. It's mind bending. Open your eyes, I'm bending the rules. Time ticking, the time's different. On a globe where every soul trying to survive in it. That's the main concern. Whole hood celebrate when the tables turn, you see. Feels like I'm on the cusp. Great forever, forever's not long enough, it's just. Man once said the grind can't stop till letters in your name get bigger like cap locks. Still can't stall so far from your last stop. Deaf to the yes man, blind to mascots. Look past the moment and try to find your last opponent. Trying to find the answer before this life flashes past you. Blink of an eye, go ghost like a phantom. I'd rather imagine a whole block popping, toasting glasses. More life, no ashes to ashes. Live life fast with no crashes. You can picture that with no caption. Try to see the vision, no glasses. You can picture that with no cameras or flashes. You could just imagine. Still keep my hunger like fasting. Still keep a ghetto fab like putting money in the mattress. And that's just point blank. No biting my tongue, be so frank. In your top 10, they don't rank. They asked me to change some things and no thanks back.
same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, now she me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shows. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac spitting at the tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it, done with up. Where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No, giving like 5. Still got a heart of gold. So don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Up Mo's at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me.
I've been going and going like the Energizer. Yeah, I'm supplying no like Elijah. In the cut, no, my run a compartmentalizer. They say life is a and if that is the case, then I'm finna surprise. And no, I am not an advisor, but I do advise you to pay attention. Never need to mention I'm the heads. Finna push it to the ledge. Yeah, my mess. Ain't got no love for the feds. Can that thing go to your head? Me watch where you tread. I'm finna kill it instead. I'm finna, I can never done it, and I wanna run it, and I wanna keep it going and going like infinity. Be the only entity to ever rip it apart. Finna start like this, finna heart like this, finna rip a million miles a minute, no nitrous. Do it righteous. I've been down this road before. Everybody think that they do, but they don't. Swear to God that they will, but they won't. Spitting riddles in the middle of a pastime. Me and my mind feeling divine, like yeah. Finna get it like yeah. I done made $20 million. I don't flex to be acknowledged. At this point, it's common knowledge. All you haters been about it. You in the club throwing dollars, but I'm saving mine so my kids go to